Hello and welcome back to How To's with Kelsey.
In this video, we'll take a deep dive into API discovery and data classification with Imperva API security. You'll learn how easy it is to gain visibility into APIs in your environment and understanding the sensitive data they handle. How can you protect APIs if you don't have access to development tools? How do you know which APIs are in your environment or what kind of data they're handling? Imperva API security has you covered. This tool allows you to easily discover APIs in your environment and know which endpoints are handling sensitive data. The best part is that API security has no dependencies on app dev tools. It can easily be injected into your SDLC without slowing development down. As apps become more complex and rely on APIs more than ever, it's critical to know what APIs are in your environment. With Imperva API security, shadow APIs are a thing of the past. To turn on API discovery for a site that you've already onboarded, click on Application at the top of the screen. On the left-hand side of the screen, under API Security, click Settings. Here's a list of all your onboarded sites. As you can see, it's very easy to tell which sites already have API discovery enabled. If I want to enable API discovery on another site, for example my wafmx.impervademo.com, I simply click the toggle under Discovery and hit Save. You can also enable automatic integration from this table. This allows us to integrate the discovered results with your existing APIs to start monitoring and protecting discovered APIs quickly. Imperva API security also performs data classification on the data that your APIs are handling. If an API is handling sensitive data, we'll tag the API with the appropriate data label. We can see the list of data labels below. To enable a data label, click the toggle button under Sensitive. For example, I might be interested in what automotive data my API endpoints are processing. If the visible toggle is on, this means that data labels will be displayed on dashboards, inventory, and API detail pages. To see more information about your discovered APIs, click on the Inventory tab, which is under API Security. This provides a wealth of information, including the current status of your API discovery. You can see which API endpoints have already been baselined and which are currently in progress. The API inventory table is an easy way to see the endpoints and their methods that currently exist in your environment. For example, I can see that my orangebank.impervademo.com app currently has a get method that is under the beneficiary's endpoint. On this page, I'm able to see the response code and HTML body. If I'm curious about how many API endpoints each site has, for example, if I'm looking for information on API consumption, I can also find this from the API inventory page. The API host table shows all the current API endpoints for each onboarded site. I can also see what data labels have been applied. For example, I'm curious about how many API endpoints are processing government ID data. I can easily say from this table here that 2 of my API endpoints are processing government ID data. In future videos, we'll dig deeper into Imperva API security and review other important topics like our dashboards, API security risk violation, and policy management. Thank you.